Hey there, so I want to give you a quick teaching here on what I call the moving target of value in client relationships. Now, if you look at your clients here on a scale from value and time, you're going to notice that you've got an offer, right? And that offer is what you sign them up for. And when you start working with them, they have a certain expectation. And so that expectation can be here, like maybe say you start out and they're kind of at the top of your sweet spot. Maybe they're looking for things that you've offered well in the past. Maybe the current offer is mostly within that realm. So you want to stay in this realm. So you've got 3 things you're doing for them or 2 things you're doing for them, whether you're a coach or you're an agency, and you're doing those things well. And then over time it shifts. The longer you work with this client, the more they kind of go up and down. So for example, I've got a client in my agency where when we first signed up with them, they had us running ads for all kinds of stuff, and now they're down to like one big campaign. So they're really focused on just one thing right now. So their value exchange with us has changed over time, and that dynamic changes. And as a service provider, as a business owner who's in the agency world or marketing world or anybody that's providing a service to a client long term, what's going to happen is that value is going to change for them over time. So these red dots here represent what I call perceived value. So the perceived value for them has to outweigh or be better than what you're offering them, and it has to stay within. So if their perceived value is here, this is good, this is not bad, because they're kind of at the upper limit of your offer, as you can see right there. However, when they go down here to the lower limit, what happens is now your offer is really too big for them. So it's either too big for them or they can be too big for what you're trying to do. And you have to be extremely careful with this, because a lot of times this is where, as a business owner, you get stuck because you think that, well, I've got to move or I've got to adjust. That's what this green line is. That's me adjusting my offer to what they want. So if I'm a service provider and let's say I do Facebook ads and now my client is wanting email, well, maybe I wasn't doing email before, but now I'm going to figure it out. Or maybe I was only doing Facebook and now they want LinkedIn and YouTube and they want all these other things. And I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to go hire somebody to do that. So what happens is now your offer literally gets shifted up here, and then you have other clients that are down here. So now your offer went from being on point to being all over the place. And this is dangerous. This is why you're struggling with being a CEO of a business, because honestly, you don't know what it takes to actually run the company. So sorry for my thing here wigging out on me. There we go. That's the movement I'm using on one of these smooth things. This is what happens to so many entrepreneurs, so many solopreneurs, because the perceived value changes, and so therefore you think you have to change the what you're offering, and that's dangerous. You don't want to be in that position. You want to stick to your sweet spot. Now, I get it. Over time, sometimes things have to adjust. You have to adapt to the market, and you have to go where the market is telling you to go. But if you're doing this and this at the same time, you're going to have major issues. So don't do that. All right. Peace, guys. See ya.